शुक्रिया शुक्रिया मेरे मौला तेरा शुक्रिया। तू मिला रूबरू, यूं ही रहना मेरे संग सदा। ऐ खुदा ऐ खुदा, पूरी हुई मेरी हर दुआ। मुंतज़िर थे हम एक झलक को तेरी, पाया नूर रूहानी तेरा। सजदे में रहे अब न जाए कहीं, मिला जो हमें रहनुमा। बाखुदा बाखुदा, मिल गया हमको तेरा पता। ऐ खुदा ऐ खुदा, पूरी हुई मेरी हर दुआ। शुक्रिया शुक्रिया मेरे मौला तेरा शुक्रिया। सबका मालिक है एक, चाहे मजहब अनेक। सिखाया रूहों को पाक बनना और नेक। वादा करते हैं हम एक रहेंगे हम, मिला के चलेंगे कदम से कदम। जन्नत ले आए ज़मीं पे हम, हो फरिश्तों की ये दुनिया। ऐ खुदा ऐ खुदा, पूरी हुई मेरी हर दुआ। शुक्रिया शुक्रिया मेरे मौला तेरा शुक्रिया। ऐ खुदा ऐ खुदा, पूरी हुई मेरी हर दुआ। शुक्रिया शुक्रिया मेरे मौला तेरा शुक्रिया। मेरे मौला तेरा शुक्रिया। मेरे मेरे बाबा को बेइंतहा मोहब्बत, मुझे शानदार दी है अपनी ये सोहबत। मुझसे मेरे बाबा को बेइंतहा मोहब्बत, मुझे शानदार दी है अपनी ये सोहबत। रूह पे बरस रही बाबा तेरी रहमत, सूरज चांद तारे हो गए हमारे बाबा, हमारे बाबा, हमारे बाबा, हमारे बाबा, हमारे। तुम ही तो सच्चे साथी, तुम ही हो सहारे, हम भी रहेंगे हरदम हरदम तुम्हारे बाबा, हमारे बाबा, हमारे बाबा, हमारे बाबा, हमारे बाबा, हमारे बाबा, हमारे।
Om Shanti. Good
Om
morning.
Shanti.
How is the sound this morning, Brother Avinav?
The sound is absolutely fantastic. Thank you. Om Shanti then.
Thank you. So, you know, they say that dynamite comes in small packages, and today's very short Murli is really like that. From time to time, quite regularly, Baba talks about the stars, the different types of stars, the stars of success, which is what Baba is talking about today. And why does Baba talk about these different types of stars? Because actually he wants us to check ourselves. And because self-checking is so essential on our spiritual journey, because otherwise how can we gauge how we are actually doing? And we know that when challenges come along, it's how we deal with those challenges that actually let us know how our yoga is doing and how much we are inculcating Baba's knowledge. And Baba is talking about these two types of stars today, those who labor and those who have success even before they come into action. So I was thinking about liberation in life. You know, Baba talks about liberation in life in the golden age, and we can imagine what it must be like to be masters of the world, and nothing disturbs us in any way. Our happiness is constant, our peace is constant, our contentment is constant. But what about now at the confluence age? live in a world that is full of challenges. Whether we are BKs or non-BKs, it really doesn't matter. Life is full of challenges. And for us, they are very useful. When we face some kind of challenge, and it can be a small challenge, trying to get anything done through various departments or banks is a big challenge for us. So we're facing different challenges every day. And of course, sometimes we face a big challenge. But it's really for us to check ourselves. When these challenges come, how much disturbance is there actually? And Baba highlights one aspect. He says, those who labor, they ask a lot of questions. Why? Why is it like this? How can I get this done? When is this going to happen? And it's amazing. These are subtle things happening at the level of the mind. But if we're conscious and we're aware, we will pick it up. If we are questioning the drama and wanting to change the drama and fix the drama, then this is a sign that, the soul is laboring. And another sign, Baba says, is they're a little bit distant from Baba. And of course, when we feel close to Baba, we feel that support, that power, that strength from Baba. And if we're a little bit distant, then we feel that we have to struggle. And in yesterday's Murli, Baba was talking about those who experience themselves to be orphans and those who are under the care and protection of the Lord and Master. And so the sign of our yoga and our inculcation is that we will always feel safe and secure. So no worry, no anxiety, no stress, despite the state of the world. And so while we're listening to Baba's Murli today, let's just have some honest checking of the self. That Baba wants us to see which type of star we actually are. And only we know that. Nobody else can give us that certificate. We are the ones who know what is going on inside. So, throughout the day, whatever we're doing, whatever we're trying to achieve, to check that inner stage. Ideally, we want a constant stage, free from worry, free from anxiety, and free from stress. So let's listen to Baba's Murli now. And today is, of course, the 26th of September. A month is flying by. And the original date of the Murli is the 27th of March, 1988. 27th of March, 1988. And the title, The Most Elevated Stars Are the Stars of Success. The most elevated stars are the stars of success. Today, the sun of knowledge and the moon of knowledge are seeing their alokik constellation. Beautiful term, alokik constellation. Alokik can be translated as subtle or even unearthly constellation. This is an alokhic and unique constellation. Only the Father and the Brahman children know its specialities. Each and every star is giving light to this entire world with its own sparkle. Baghdad is seeing the speciality of each and every star. Some are elevated, fortunate, lucky stars. Some are stars who are close to the Father, and some are stars who are at a distance away. So these different, some are elevated, some are fortunate, lucky stars, some are stars who are close to the Father, and some are stars who are at a distance away. All are stars, but because their specialities are different, they experience the attainment of different fruits of service for themselves. So what is the service? The service is how we are sparkling for the whole world. Some are constantly easy stars. That is, they experience the fruit of attainment very easily. Some are stars who have to work hard. Perhaps it is just a little hard work, or perhaps a little more, but they generally experience the fruit of attainment after they have had the experience of making effort. So there's some labor involved there. Some, even before performing the action, have the experience of their right, of success being their birthright. So very powerful there. Some, even before performing the action, have the experience of their right, of success being their birthright. Because they perform action with that faith and intoxication, they very easily experience the success of those actions. These are called the stars of success. So, easy success. The most elevated stars of all are the stars of success, because they are always close to the sun of knowledge and the moon of knowledge. Therefore, they are always powerful and also have a right to success. Although some are powerful, they are not constantly powerful. And this is why their sparkle isn't constant. So Baba's bringing us back to this idea of sparkle, because the sparkle is our inner power that we are giving to the world. So that sparkle isn't constant. The gathering of the variety of stars is extremely beautiful when they are sparkling. Now, during the day, you don't see the stars, but at night you see them. All the stars are doing service, but the closest stars become the servants who bring others very close to the sun and the moon. Each one of you should ask yourself the question. So what do we have to ask? Baba says, what type of star am I? Are you a lovely star? A lucky star? A constantly powerful one? One that experiences having to labor? Or a star that constantly experiences easy success? This is what we're after, easy success. The Father, the Son of Knowledge, constantly gives unlimited light and power to all the stars. But because some are close and others are distant, there's a difference. The closer the relationship, the greater the experience of light and power. The aim of the closest stars is that they want to become equal. The aim of the closest stars is that they want to become equal. Now we can see why Baba's title today is the Son of Knowledge, because actually it's the reflection of the sun that enables us to see the sparkle of the stars. And so that happens in the physical world, but in the spiritual world as well. The closer to the Son of Knowledge, the greater the sparkle. This is why Bab Dada constantly gives this signal to all the stars. All of you have become lucky and lovely. But in future, look at yourselves and ask, am I one who is constantly close? Am I one who experiences easy success? To what extent have I become a star of success? You are no longer stars who can ever fall, so we are not falling stars, nor are you comets, the stars with the tail. And the Hindi word is puch. I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly. Comets are those who repeatedly ask questions. Puchna is to ask a question. So they repeatedly ask Bab Dada, themselves, and also the instrument souls, the questions of why, what, or how. These tails constantly dangle behind them. See the image of this comet with this tail. The ones who keep asking these questions again and again are stars who have those dangling tails. There is no one like that here, is there? Anyone? Always asking why and what? So Baba says there's no one here, is there? So the stars of success are the ones who have success merged in their every action. Such stars are constantly close to the Father. That is, they are with the Father. You heard the specialities. So now, imbibe these specialities in yourself and become stars of constant success. Do you understand what you have to become? Along with being lucky and lovely, also be successful. Always continue to experience this greatness. Acha. Today, Baba is going to meet you all. Today, Bab Dada has come especially to meet all of you. You all have the aim of meeting Baba. However, seeing the wave that arises in the children, the Father also has to make all the children happy, because the Father becomes happy in the happiness of the children. So sweet. So today, the wave is that of meeting individually, and the ocean also has to come into that wave. This is the wave of this season. And so this chariot also has to be given special rays of power in order to make it continue to function. Acha. So remember 1988 was when Daddy Gosau was diagnosed with cancer. So Baba is taking into consideration the limitations of her body. But we've got lots of beautiful meetings this morning as well. So Baba closes the Murli to all the alokik stars everywhere, in the alokik constellation. Can you see yourself in the alokik constellation? To those who constantly give light to the world, to the sparkling stars who remove the darkness, to the elevated souls who constantly stay close to the Father and are the elevated stars of success, to the fortunate souls who are able to transform the lines of fortune of innumerable other souls. Special love and remembrance and namaste from the Sun of Knowledge and the Moon of Knowledge, from Bab Dada. So short and powerful Murli. And lots of checking that we can do. You know, this asking of questions is a very subtle thing. It really means there's some dissatisfaction with drama, instead of being stable on the rails of drama. So now invaluable versions spoken by Avyakt Bab Dada in personal meetings. So the first meeting. Do you constantly experience yourself to be a child of the bestower of happiness, who gives happiness to every soul? You have this speciality of giving happiness to everyone, do you not? According to the drama, you have also received this speciality. Not everyone has this speciality. Those who give happiness to everyone receive, what do we receive in return? Blessings from everyone. This is why you always experience yourself to be happy. With this speciality, your present and also your future will become good. It's a beautiful mechanism here. You give happiness, you receive blessings, they make you more happy, and you give more happiness. So it's like a beautiful constant motion that's happening. You have such a good part that you receive everyone's love and also their blessings. This is known as giving 1-fold and receiving 1,000-fold return. So, because you give everyone happiness through your service, you receive everyone's love. Always keep this speciality with you. So, of course, Baba is talking about the subtle and the spiritual happiness, not the extrovert happiness. So the second meeting. Do you constantly experience yourself to be a powerful child of the Almighty Authority, Father? A powerful soul is always content and also makes others content. Are you powerful to this extent? Contentment is greatness. Contentment is greatness. A powerful soul means a soul who is full of the treasure of contentment. Always continue to move forward in this awareness. It is this treasure that will make everyone full and overflowing. Very powerful. Third meeting. Do you have the happiness that out of everyone in the whole world, the Father selected you and made you belong to Him? The awareness that the Father selected you alone out of innumerable souls gives you so much happiness. So, constantly continue to move forward in this happiness. The Father made me belong to Him because I was the fortunate soul of the previous cycle. I am that now, and I will become that again. I am such a fortunate soul. Constantly continue to move forward in this awareness. Number 4. The power of doing service while constantly remaining carefree makes you move forward. The power of doing service while constantly remaining carefree makes you move forward. When you remain free from the thought of whether you did something or whether someone else did it, service takes place in a completely carefree way, and the power of that constantly makes you move forward. So the I has been removed. There's no I there. So you are a carefree server, are you not? You don't count your service. This is known as carefree service. Those who serve while being carefree are guaranteed to move forward easily in service. This speciality as a blessing will continue to make you move forward. Okay, Baba is giving us the secrets in these, meetings. Number 5. Service has also become a means to make many souls loving to the Father. Even though it may seem as though it is just doing service through actions, this service done through actions brings you even more fruit than service done through words. Interesting. When you also do the service of transforming someone's mind through actions, then the fruit of doing that service is experienced as special happiness. So this is very interesting. Baba is talking about action, but he's also talking about the mind. So when our actions are pure actions coming from that inner stage of peace and contentment, then that touches souls. So this is the special service. Although service done through actions is seen as physical service, it is service that transforms attitudes in a subtle way. So, continue to move forward in the happiness that you are instruments for doing such service. Those who give lectures do that, but the service of those who serve through their actions is greater than those who give lectures, because the practical fruit of this is experienced. I can't help thinking about Madhuban Nivasis. You know, they're so incognito, but when you have any interaction with them, you feel like, you know, you've received a blessing. There's just so much love and so much happiness to serve. Number 6. Do you constantly experience yourself to be an elevated soul, accumulating in your account of charity, punya? Do you constantly experience yourself to be an elevated soul, accumulating in your account of charity? So that is your elevated action, your pure karma. This service is service in name, but it is a means of accumulating in your account of punya, charity. So, your account of charity is constantly overflowing, and it will remain overflowing in the future. The more service you do, the more your account of charity will continue to increase. So, your account of charity has become imperishable. This charity makes you full for many births. So you are a punya atma, charitable soul. And as a punya atma, you always show others the path of punya. This account of charity will remain with you for many births, and you will remain prosperous for many births. Constantly continue to move forward in this happiness. So actually, all these blessings are showing us how to accumulate blessings, accumulate in our account. It's this pure action, elevated action. Number 7. Do you experience yourself to be an elevated soul who constantly stays in remembrance of the one Father and experience a constant stage? When you have remembrance of the one Father, you automatically and easily experience a constant and stable stage. So, a constant stage is an elevated stage. The awareness of I am an elevated soul who experiences a constant and stable stage will constantly make you move forward. By having this stage, you will continue to experience many powers. So just reminding the self, who am I? An elevated soul.
Can you just go back to I, the soul?
So the awareness of I am an elevated soul who experiences a constant and stable stage will constantly make you move forward. By having this stage, you will continue to experience many powers. That deep sense of self-respect. You stay on your seat of self-respect. Number 8. You are Baghdad's special decoration. Are you not? Are you? Baghdad's special decoration? The greatest decoration of all is the jewel on the forehead. A jewel on the forehead always sparkles. So, those who become such jewels that constantly sparkle on the forehead look so lovely. Through your own sparkle, the jewel becomes the Father's decoration and also gives light to others. So how does it become the Father's decoration? Because others start to see the Father through you, experience the Father through you. And that was last week's Abhiyak Murli. So, do you constantly have the aim of becoming such a jewel of the forehead and of making others like that too? By always having good wishes, you are able to transform the feelings of others. Number 9. Pardon me. You move forward with the method of giving instant donations and receiving great charity by following the Father, do you not? By using this method in every task, you automatically and constantly experience the stage of being equal to the Father. So, from the beginning, you became experienced in constantly following the Father in every task. Therefore, even now, it is extremely easy to become equal using the same method because you are using the specialities that are merged in you. You will continue to have the special alokik experiences of becoming equal to the Father and of also giving this experience to others. you have automatically received the blessing of this speciality. So, constantly use this blessing and constantly continue to move forward. And then number 10, this is the last one. You are an elevated soul who uses the power of transformation in an accurate way. Are you not? With this power of transformation, you become worthy of receiving everyone's blessings. When it is completely dark, those who are in that darkness give blessings from their hearts to someone who gives them a little light. In the same way, those who use the power of transformation in an accurate way receive blessings from many souls, and everyone's blessings easily make you souls move forward. Always have the awareness that you are a soul who constantly performs tasks through which you receive blessings. Then, whatever actions you perform, they will be those that bring you blessings. You receive blessings by performing elevated actions. So constantly have the awareness that you are a soul who receives blessings from everyone. This awareness is the way to become elevated. This awareness becomes instrumental in benefiting many souls. So, always remember that you are a soul who receives blessings from everyone with your power of transformation. So each blessing extremely valuable, giving similar messages but from different angles and using different specialities. So this last one was the power of transformation. And finally, Baghdada was giving news about the Global Cooperation Project meeting. So 1988, Global Cooperation for a Better World. It was the second international project. First one was Million Minutes of Peace. Baghdada is pleased when you all get together to make plans and put them into a practical form, and will continue to do so. What else does Baghdada want? This is why Baghdada likes this. If anything is difficult, Baghdada will make it easy. To use your intellect is also a blessing. Simply move along while keeping a balance. When you keep a balance, your intellect will very quickly be able to make a decision, and you will be able to resolve in less than an hour what you now spend 4 hours discussing. All will have the same thought. However, this is also good. It is a game. You create something, you break something. There's pleasure in this too. You may make plans and then refine them. You do keep busy. Simply do not feel anything to be a burden. Just play games. It's a good signal for us. There is little time, and so do as much as you can. The service will continue all the time. Just as the Bandara, the kitchen, never closes, this too is a Bandara. So if anyone was waiting for service to finish, Baba says no. It will continue eternally. If something is taking a long time, then it will probably be even better. For this is why it is taking a long time. So Baba is encouraging. However, you are working hard. You are not lazy. And this is why Bab Dada does not complain. Acha. And now we have today's blessing. We've had so many blessings. May you be an embodiment of the reward of effort. May you be an embodiment of the reward of effort by constantly having a constant and perfect mood. Wow, that's a challenge. May you be an embodiment of the reward of effort by constantly having a constant and perfect mood. No fluctuation. Bab Dada observes from the subtle region that the mood of some children changes a lot. Sometimes they have a surprised mood. Sometimes a mood of question marks. Sometimes a mood of confusion. Sometimes they are in a swing of tension, and sometimes a swing of attention. However, the confluence age is the age of experiencing the reward, not the effort. And so the father's virtues are the children's virtues. The father's stage is the children's stage. This is the reward of the confluence age. So constantly have a constant and perfect mood, and you will be said to be equal to the Father. That is an embodiment of the reward. And the slogan: let the hand of your intellect be in Bab Dada's hand, and you will not shake in the ocean of tests. Let the hand of your intellect be in Bab Dada's hand. Oh, that's something nice to churn. Let the hand of your intellect be in Bab Dada's hand, and you will not shake in the ocean of tests. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
So let's just take a minute of silence. We can come back to the essence. Thank you. So there's a lot of rich material here, and certainly lots of material to study in the week ahead. Now, I had mentioned earlier in the week that I'm going overseas, and I'm not sure if any of you know what that entails, but it is certainly a very big task to get all the boxes ticked. And so I was feeling when I read the blessing and the slogan today that this was really for me. It's quite easy to become overwhelmed by the amount of paperwork. And of course, if the paperwork is not in order, the repercussions can be quite severe. So I've been very aware in the week of my mood, actually, and definitely did feel quite overwhelmed. And I was just trying to remind myself that, I'm not an orphan. Baba is responsible. I do need to use the intellect, and Baba has told us this morning that we do need to use our intellect. It's not that we can sit back and say, well, Baba will do everything. But there's so many different ways that Baba has given us this morning of checking our stage so that we can feel that constant, whether it's constant contentment, which simply means that my stage is not fluctuating, irrespective of what is happening, and that I'm able to accumulate in my account of charitable actions, because that brings the blessings, and those blessings then make life easy. And so everything accumulates. Then when life is easy, then I'm able to share more through my pure actions, because those actions are coming from a very spiritual and solid stage. And then it doesn't matter whether I'm speaking words or washing dishes, whatever it is becomes a service to others, because the state of my consciousness is in fact serving. So now's the opportunity. If those online would like to unmute and share something that really touched your heart, or something you're going to practice.
I'll share that, stars of success, that, as the world becomes darker, of course, the light of every Brahman is going to seem so much brighter. And, so I was just thinking that there's so much service online, and this is how most souls are going to be served. But yet they also have to experience some energy from the Brahman world. So when Baba says, refers to alokik, just that deep sense that this is our task at the moment, to really work on that very, very elevated, subtle level, to create that vibration that can be felt by those souls who only have access to internet facilities of ourselves. Yeah, so that, yes, that each, and how Dadi Prakashmani always felt that everyone was equal. And so every single star in the BK world, however, even the tiniest vibration they're creating is contributing to the whole. And this makes everyone equal in the BK world. So yes, that was basically the contemplation this morning.
Lovely. Thank you, Sister Shuna. Yeah, that keeping that sparkle, because it's that sparkle that is really going to touch, and the closeness to the sun and the moon, so that sparkle is stronger and stronger. Very beautiful. Thank you. Anyone else?
Om Shanti.
Good morning, brother.
I was just amazed by the contrast between the extent of study versus questioning. And I know that, normally when you go to university, you study a degree, not necessarily to become a master in a particular degree, even though you study for 4 years. It's the experience that actually makes you learn and, improve. Yes, you can do honors and you can do masters and a PhD. And I'm just remembering the 10,000 hours, which if you study 1 hour a particular subject every day, you become a master at it in 30 years. Obviously, if you double it, it would be 15 years. You quadruple it, it's 7 years. So it goes to show that when I master how to live life in the most purest manner, then yes, my mood does become constant to some extent. To that extent that I study to improve my mind, myself, I become stable. And I do see among the seniors that generally they peak around that 25, 27, 30-year period. A lot of them just become masters at whatever they've studied. And so I was just looking at that inverse proportion between those who still have questions and those who have mastered the study. Om Shanti.
Thank you, brother. Yeah, and good for our self-checking, isn't it? Yeah. Anyone else? Gotcha. So we can close with a song, and hope you have a very powerful Sunday and week ahead. I know there was lots of fun last evening with the BK's Got Talent, which unfortunately, I don't know how it happened, but I missed it. I think the mind was too busy on other things, but I'm sure there was lots of fun. And so enjoy the week ahead and stay powerful, and use this Murli and all these wonderful meetings as your study for the week ahead. Om Shanti.
I feel it now. It's all around me. A silent voice I can't deny. a mother's arms, how they surround me. They sing the beauty of my life.
It will last forever. It will never fade away. Never cause me pain. This love, this love.
I close my eyes. It takes me over. A memory deep down in my soul, and safe from harm to be beside you. A light will shine upon the world.
It will last forever. It will never fade away. Never cause me pain.
This love,
This love, this love.
it will last forever. It will never fade away. Never cause me pain.
It will last forever. It will never fade away. Never cause me pain. This love, this love.
This love, this love, this
Om Shanti Om. I forgot to read the point for today. So please stay on. Let me just find the point. Give me a moment. It's the Madhuban point for September. And today is the 26th. So it's point number 26. Here we go. The busier someone is, the more they need to practice this every now and again. Then the tiredness you sometimes feel in service and the upheaval that occurs will not take place. If you have the practice of becoming detached, in 1 second, then whenever anything happens, you will be able to distance yourself from these things with this practice in 1 second. You will not have to battle. A powerful practice for us today. So have a very powerful day, everyone. And
Thank you, Sister Belinda. Love to the PE family as well.
thank
And
you.
you're
Sister.
fortunate to have our Sister Fatima.
Yes.
Afats, yes.
Yeah. It's lovely to have her. You want to say hello to her?
Yes.
Yes.
She's coming.
Come, sister. Say Om Shanti to all of us. And divine drishti and loving presence, my word, Om Shanti.
Om Shanti to all of you.
Take your mask.
Can I take my mask off? Okay. Om Shanti to everybody.
You're looking well and ever young, and the jewel in the center of the forehead is sparkling.
Thank you, sister. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti all.
Shanti. Thank you. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
Shanti, thank you.
Thank you. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.